there, my name is Thiago and this is Inglês Everywhere, the podcast that helps you improve your English. I want to invite you to join me every week to take you to the next level, listening to all kinds of content, stories, interviews, chats, and a lot more. Welcome to Inglês Everywhere. Olá, ouvintes do Inglês Everywhere. Estamos aqui então com mais um episódio, dessa vez mais um poema de Maya Angelou. Se vocês já são ouvintes frequentes do podcast, vocês devem se lembrar que no episódio 3 eu abri a série de poemas com Maya Angelou, com o poema Still I Rise. Agora então eu vou para o segundo poema da escritora, o poema Caged Bird. Dessa vez eu vou compartilhar com vocês um pouco mais da vida dela, uma biografia bem resumida, para que a gente entenda um pouco mais ainda sobre quem foi Maya Angelou e na sequência a gente vai para o poema. Antes da gente entrar então na mini biografia, eu vou compartilhar com vocês 3 termos que aparecem no poema. O primeiro deles vem da palavra cage. Cage significa jaula. No poema é utilizado como adjetivo, caged. Caged. Eu separei então aqui a sequência de versos em que aparece o adjetivo. The caged bird sings with a fearful thrill of things unknown. The caged bird sings with a fearful thrill of things unknown. Na sequência, eu escolhi um verbo que já é bem conhecido, já foi aportuguesado, inclusive, que é o verbo stalk. Stalk. Se vocês observarem, toda vez que a gente tem um termo aportuguesado vindo do inglês em forma de verbo, ele sempre fica com a terminação AR, na primeira conjugação. Então, stalk virou stalkear. O uso que a gente se apropriou para o português é aquele sentido das mídias sociais, em que a gente faz buscas incessantes sobre alguma determinada celebridade ou alguma determinada pessoa que a gente tem algum interesse em saber mais sobre a vida privada dela. Esse sentido também é aplicado em inglês. No poema, o sentido é outro. O sentido aplicado no poema é de caminhar de modo irritado, bravo, em referência ao pássaro. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. E por fim, eu tenho uma palavra que tem uma origem em uma palavra que todo mundo conhece, que é gravata. Gravata tie. Ok? Tie também pode ser o verbo amarrar, dar um nó. E no caso do poema, ele aparece como tied, tied, que é amarrado. His feet are tied. His feet are tied. Eu queria só deixar um recadinho antes de entrar na mini biografia de Maya Angelou, que o podcast agora ele também está disponível no YouTube, mas independente da plataforma onde você estiver seguindo o podcast, eu gostaria de pedir que você passasse a seguir o podcast, que assim você se mantém atualizado e acompanha todos os novos episódios que são lançados, sempre às segundas e quintas-feiras. Bom, vamos então agora à biografia resumida de Maya Angelou e, na sequência, o poema Caged Bird. Maya Angelou was born Margaret Annie Johnson on April 4, 1928, in St. Louis, Missouri. Her closest family member and friend growing up was her older brother Bailey. When Maya was 3 years old, she went to live with her grandmother in Stamps, Arkansas. Maya and her 4-year-old brother traveled to Arkansas all by themselves on a train. While living with her grandmother, Maya's uncle taught her to read. When Maya was still a baby, her brother Bailey called her my sister. However, it came out like Maya's sister. Eventually, he just started calling her Maya, and the nickname stuck. She got the last name Angelo from her first husband. When Maya was 7, she moved back to St. Louis to live with her mother. Her mother's boyfriend sexually abused her at that age, and the events that followed caused Maya to become a mute, not speaking for several years. At the age of 14, she won a scholarship to study dance and drama at the California Labor School. Yet, she soon left school, becoming the first African-American female streetcar conductor. Maya eventually went into acting, and even started writing her own material. During the 1960s, Maya worked as a civil rights activist. She first worked with Martin Luther King Jr. and became the Northern Coordinator for his organization. Later, she worked for Malcolm X, but was devastated when he was assassinated. She continued to work for the rights of African Americans and women throughout her career. Although Maya had a lot of interests and careers, her true love was writing. She always worked on and off as a writer. At first, she considered herself a playwright and a poet, but that changed in 1968 when she attended a dinner party. At the party, Maya told some stories from her early life. Some people encouraged her to write her story. In 1969, Maya published her first autobiography called I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. The book tells the story of her life up until the age of 17. In the book, Maya captures the many struggles she went through growing up as an African-American woman in the mid-1900s. She also shows how she overcame these issues through character, books, and words. I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings became a huge success and was on the New York Times paperback bestseller list for 2 years. It made Maya an international star and allowed her to write full-time. Caged Bird by Maya Angelou. A free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the current ends, and dips his wing in the orange sun rays and dares to claim the sky. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful thrill of things unknown, but longed for still. His tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. The free bird thinks of another breeze, and the trade winds soft through the sighing trees, and the fat worms waiting on a dawn-bright lawn, and he names the sky his own. But a caged bird stands on the grave of dreams. His shadow shouts on a nightmare scream. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful thrill of things unknown, but longed for still. And his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. Thanks for listening. You can send me suggestions on Twitter, Instagram, or by voice message. Also, follow us on your favorite streaming platform to check out for the next episode. on englisseverywherepodcast.wordpress.com, you can have some further information about our show episodes, including transcripts. See ya!